Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, students, so last time we had gone through the reading of the chapter and some different terminologies and the tools used in Audacity software. This chapter, chapter number 5, is basically about a software called Audacity. And in the last classes, we have seen the whole procedure, how to download Audacity and how to edit Audacity file, how to edit a simple Audacity file, simple audio file, how to import files. So these all are the things that we have already gone through. Some basic introduction is there that we have taken, and now we are going to cover more things over here. If you open your book in front of you, you will be able to see on page number 84 that we were reading last time. Still, I haven't opened the Audacity software. I am going to explain you some different terminologies given over here. For example, we discussed about the selection toolbar. Over here, we were discussing last time over here when we finished it. Selection toolbar. Selection toolbar helps in setting up. This is given on books page number 84. If you don't have book right now, so you can see on your screen. I have scanned the book for you and you can see right now on your screen. No need to go towards the book. Look at the screen. The selection toolbar helps in setting up precise timing and in selection of portions of your audio tracks. It also helps in setting the correct frame rates for video soundtrack, means for the audio soundtrack and the audio. So the thing is that case selection toolbar is there basically, which helps you for the timing, how you can adjust for the timing, because the timing is being shown. When we saw the last time the software, you would have seen that the time is coming in the seconds and you can see the time, and time factor is very important while dealing with an audio track. So this is the thing that we have to see in editing as well. We changed the timing of some part of the audio track and moved it in the beginning and in the end. This was the thing that we did in last time. Then meter toolbar, the playback and record meters on the meter toolbar display the sound levels. This was the thing that we discussed. Okay, one is there for the speaker and one is there for the microphone. This is basically the meter for the sound levels. Normally we take them in the center. They both should be both the levels should be in the center. Okay, meter toolbar is there. So these are the tools. If I open Audacity in front of you, so you can see that basically this is the toolbar given over here. But if you go to the book, you will see that LR is mentioned for uh, the playback meter and record meter. So you can see that the numbers are given over here. Now you can see that the numbers are given over here. This is showing you the meter for the loudness. Okay, all of you will keep the cameras closed. Cameras should be closed. Just look at the screen, try to understand all the things. When you will have questions, you can ask me. And those who have entered without mentioning the class, they should leave and rejoin again quickly by mentioning their class. I have told you a number of times, and each time I have to tell this thing. Okay, all the students will join with their classes mentioned at the end of the names. Now come to the edit toolbar. This was the toolbar that we discussed in the last class. Copy, paste, and similarly cropping. Cropping is basically over here given as the trim audio. Trim audio, redo, undo options are there. Zoom. When we say zoom means we are Zooming basically the wave that is created when we import an audio file in the Audacity software. Now come to the next point, device toolbar. This is basically very important, the device toolbar. This is given over here. You can see this toolbar. This is basically the device toolbar. MME, direct sound, or MME. This is, and then my microphone, high definition, stereo recording, okay, speaker. So this is basically the toolbar that we are discussing, the device toolbar. What does it do? What is the purpose of this toolbar? The device toolbar actually is used to select the audio host, the input device, and the output device. Input device is definitely the microphone, and the output device is your speaker. And the number of input channels to be used for recording and playback. Number of input channels matlab ke how many devices are there that you are using. So normally we keep the input channels on stereo. Stereo means ke multiple inputs are allowed. Okay, stereo is used. Fine. And normally speaker is at the high definition, and MME option is taken, not direct access. MME option is taken over there. So this is the default setting. You should keep it as it is. You don't need to go to change anything over here. The audio host name is the language or the interface in which Audacity communicates with your recording and playback devices. Input channels are either one mono or two stereo. Now we see this is given on your page number 85, and page number 85 is about a project, creating a new project. When we take a new project, what happens? Creating a new project. Now this is the thing that you need to understand. Just pay attention over here. Whenever you are going to take a new project, so a project in Audacity is a file where you create, import, or edit your files. Last time we have done this job. A project can have a single track or multiple track. दोनों चीजें हो सकती हैं उसमें. There could be multiple tracks. A project contains the audio files and other information like volume level, track names, etc. To start a new project, you will have to click on the new file. Where you will go in the new file. This is basically a new project. When you click on it, so you are going to basically a new project, a new file. Okay, this is how you go to the new file. And then to set the preferences properties like sample rate, sample format for the project, you go to the edit and preferences. Normally sometime I have opened over here, three files are now there in front of me, so one should be there because I clicked on the new, so already one file was open. Edit may, if you go to the preferences, this is the control P. Using control P you can go to this option. In the edit option you have to go to preferences. Acha, preferences may you will see there's some different options. So quality is also there. What kind of quality is there that you are going to use? Over here the sampling is there. Okay, what kind of audio is there that you are going to take? Default sample rate is given over here. It should be at the maximum level. Maximum level should be there, but normally it is 44,100 hertz. Okay, 44,100 words. This is basically by default given. What does it mean by the default sample rate? Basically it defines how much frequency is supportive for your audio. Format is the number of the bits forming a sample. Kitni bits hongi? How many bits will be there to form a sample? The larger the number, more is the information stored on each sample. Hence better will be the quality of the sound. Jitna zyada hoga utna zyada better hoga. Note that the default sample rate is this 44,100 hertz, and the default sample format is 32-bit float. So right now you will see over here one thing more, kids. Default sample format is also there. Sample rate, frequency, And the sample format, how many bits will be there? Sample format is about 32 bits. So this is the thing that is set in the preferences. So you don't need to change over here. This is a better quality and you can create a good file over here. This is the picture that I have already shown you over there in the Audacity file. Now import, how to import and play. Acha, why I'm reading and explaining these all things? Because you will have the questions at the end of the chapter and you have to answer for it. Are you getting this point? You have to write answers, you have to write somewhere in the steps. So the steps are not there, but sometimes you need to write the answer, of course. So you must have the clear concept. Nothing should be the case. You know how to operate, but you don't know what is the name of which thing. Okay? So this is the case that we need to understand. So we are not going to change anything over here in the preferences. We will say okay. Okay. Then importing and playing audio file. Import कैसे करते हैं? Last time we had seen how to import or how to open. Then to open an existing file, click file, open a file, import audio. Open और file में जाके हम import पे भी जाके हम audio को the select one or more audio files, एक या एक से ज़्यादा. अच्छा, the audio files will be waveform, AF form, AIFF and MP3 form. These are the files. If I go to the file, I can go to open form or I can go to import audios. I will go to the import audio and I would like to have the audio files available in my folder over here. You can see that the work is there in the chapter number 5. So if I have any audio track, I would like to have that particular audio track in my, just like this is an audio file, MP3 file. This is a background audio file that I'm going to double click. So it is not going to find this file. Let me import it again. Actually, some problem is there with this file, so I will select some other file. I had told you how you can download different files from the internet. You can Google for the different types of files and find out the free download sample files. Okay, take this my audio. Okay, this is the audio track that I have included now, imported now. So now so if you are asked to how to import a file, so you must know, okay, what is the method to import a file. We have seen all these things. On opening the file, the screen shows a stereo wave for the file opened. Okay. The right channel is displayed in the bottom half of the back of the track and the left channel is displayed in the top half. Right, what is meant by this is the right and left channel. These are basically called channels. So top पे show हो रहा है आपको, one channel is being shown over here. Left channel and right channel both are there, but there you can see that they are in the two types of portions, you know, left portion and the right portion. So left and right are being shown over here. You can see over here both are being shown over here in this way. So at the top and bottom, two portions are there which are being shown over here. And you can see in this picture as well, I have shown you in the Audacity software. Okay, stereo waveform will be opened. The right channel is displayed in the bottom half of the track and the left channel is displayed in the top half. Bottom half and top half. Right channel in the bottom half and the left channel in the top half. The loudness of the audio is directly proportional to the waveform. This means that the audio is louder where the waveform reaches closer to the top and the bottom of the track. Wherever you will see that this is low sound. Now wherever you can see that it is touching the track's corners. So at that position, the sound level is basically high. At that particular position, the sound level is high wherever it is touching the corners of the tracks. Acha ji. So this point is covered over here. If you are asked, because we have to solve the questions as well, we have to write the written work as well. We have to do, but not today. In the next class, inshallah, I am going to give you the written work for this chapter. So for that thing, these all are the important options that we need to understand. The duration of the audio can be measured in minutes and the seconds using the ruler, timeline above the wave. You can see over here ruler. You can you see the ruler? This is the ruler at the top. 0, then here point 0.5, 5, then 10. Okay, this is basically the ruler. So you can see that okay, this is the ruler which is being shown over here. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. This is showing the ruler. Basically it shows you in the minutes, not minutes actually, the seconds are there. It is showing you the data which is there. So it is up to 25 second. How? 5, 10, 15, 20, then 25, and after 25, 30 is not there, but 2 points are there. So 26, 27. So it shows that the file is having a 27-second length. Come to the next point. To listen the import audio, click on the play button. This is the thing that I have already explained you. On the transport toolbar, do stop button से stop करते हैं, play button से play करेंगे transport layer पे. Transport layer वो है layer on which you have that next track, previous track, record button, play button, pause button, stop button. How to make a recording? These steps, the steps to make a recording are: select speakers as the output device and microphone as the input device. Definitely these are already selected in the device toolbar. These are already selected. You know, device toolbar we have discussed about. Okay, this is basically the device toolbar where you can see mic and the stereo input, etc. All these things are there. Now also select the input channel as mono. Mono matlab if you are only recording with the mic, nothing is there. So you will take it as mono, means only one channel will be used. Click on the downward arrow next to microphone symbol in the meter toolbar. Then click on start monitoring so that you can hear your recording. Adjust the recording volume using the input volume slider in the mixer toolbar. Click the record input volume. What is the mixer toolbar? I had explained you last time that the mixer is given over here with the recording options, and I had explained you this thing when we discussed about the different tools. This is the mixer where I told you okay, speaker symbol is there for the output and the input, microphone symbol is there. Okay, this is the mixer toolbar available over here. Acha ji, now these are basically the steps that you need to follow in order to make a recording. I last time I show you how we can record by pressing the record button. Click the record button in the transport toolbar. Start recording the narration. Notice that waveform appearing when you are recording. There should be no clipping in the recordings. Clipping occurs when the top of or the bottom of a waveform gets shaved off. This results in sudden harshness at those points during playback. Matlab sometime you will see that clipping is shown in the red color when there is some problem, when the two portions left and right are basically being being shaved off, mixed together. So there could be some problem. After recording, click the stop button. So we can record it when all the things are okay. So we can record it quite easily and quite conveniently. There will not be any problem. You can record or import multiple tracks in a single project in Audacity. Multiple tracks मतलब एक से ज़्यादा बार भी हम उस पर रिकॉर्ड कर सकते हैं. Multiple tracks could also be there. So this helps you combine more than one audio file, and you can also adjust the volume of each track individually. मतलब what you can do कि you can download some audio playback from the internet for any song. For example, Dil Dil Pakistan is a song. If you find out its audio playback, download, let's suppose if you download its playback and you playback it, and if you open the mic and start recording, so you will be able to have two tracks. One is the playback and one is the recording, and then you will be able to make a project having a sound playback with your voice as recording. So these all are the steps that you need to follow. Why we are reading these all things? Because we have to understand these things, because the questions and answers will be there. Before moving towards the next things, I would like to mark for attendance first. अच्छा जी. Abdul Muiz P3C and up to Muhammad Hassan P3C, then Hassan to Shahir Ahmed, and then up to Munam. अच्छा जी. One student Hamdan. Hamdan, I have unmuted your mic. Hamdan P3C. Hamdan, your name is not there in the class list. You are in which class?
Sir, I took transfer from federal to PIII, so they probably didn't update the attendance register.
Please increase the loudness of your mic. I could not listen to you properly.
Sir, I took a transfer from federal to PIII, so they probably didn't update the attendance register.
Who is your class teacher?
Zujaja Nakwi.
Okay, fine. I will check and I will mention. Okay, fine. Fine. अच्छा जी. One more thing I would like to tell you, K, in your Google Classroom, I have already uploaded last chapter's work. I had uploaded, but now what will happen? Ki I will give every week. I will give the work, because normally I was giving you the work after the completion of the chapter when we have. So that's why I am doing this reading, so that there should not be any problem while reading. Acha ji. So if you go to your class, you will be able to see P3, B and C. You will be able to see that last class, last chapter work that we were doing is basically already in P3, P3B or C. So the last chapter that you were doing, its class work and the homework was given to you. Class work and homework. Yes, this is the chapter. Some students are joining now, and now you know that I have taken the attendance. Your attendance will not be marked now. You need to be very much careful about it. Now the students are going to join. Ismail Zishan and Raza Haider. Yes, Raza.
Sir, sorry, sir, I didn't know it was Tuesday today. I by mistakenly joined maths.
You should take care of the timetable. You should see the timetable and the date, okay? Okay, anyway. Ismail Zishan. Acha ji. So, on 11th of August, I had given you this homework. From next class, I will check that you have written the homework for the given chapter in your copies or not. I will see this thing in your copies. Okay. I will ask you to open your copies and place in front of you by opening the camera, and I will see you have written this work or not. Not only for the last all the chapters, but also that the chapter that I will give in this week. So, is there anyone who has not completed this classwork and the homework for the given chapter? This is basically the last chapter, which was about the tables, links, and frames. Remember, this was the chapter we did in detail. All the things, tables, links, and frames. So all the written work should be completed in your copies. In your copies. This is for chapter 4. But inshallah, in your next class, I will give you the work for the chapter number 5 that we are currently studying. Acha ji. Again, we move to the project, and now I am going towards the Audacity. We have done the reading. Now I am going towards the Audacity. So what we can do, the things that we have studied, okay, when you have taken a file, an audio background file, just like this is an audio file, audio background file I have taken over here. And if I click on it, so it will be played. Okay. Now what I can do, if you see over here, this is the first portion which is there. Time shift tool. If I click on the time shift tool and I shift the time, so I can change the timing using this tool. Okay. This is called time shift tool. For example, if I want to start this track from here, let's suppose if I move it in this way, so then in the beginning there is a space now. You can see that there is a space in the beginning. Now if I will play, then in the beginning some space is blank. Then the file is being started. Are you getting this point? Okay, when I am clicking play, so in the beginning the file is blank, then the file is being started. So in this way you can select any of the portion of the file, and using the time shift tool you can shift the timing for that particular portion accordingly. Okay, at point number 10, if I am here, if I bring the cursor over here, so it is being played from there. Now if I click on the record button. So the recording is being done at this time and the record button is working, so we are recording. We have done recording for at least 10 seconds. Okay, this is the recording that I have done over here. Fine. Now if I want to shift its timing, I will select it. Using the time shift tool, I can shift it over after 5 seconds, let's suppose. Yeah, after 3 seconds. So it depends how you are going to use the time shift tool. So over here now I have included one recording at the end. Now you can see that okay, the this portion in this portion, basically the loudness of the sound is comparatively low. So what we can do, we could increase it. Okay. So you can include, if I want to copy this portion from here and I want to have this portion in the beginning, I will click it and I will click on the copy button. I will go to the beginning of this file, and if I want to have it over here, so I can shift the timing from here to here, and I can place by clicking on the paste button. So now you can see that that particular portion of the file which is there now has been shifted in the beginning. Okay. So how we can make different portions of the file, and now I have adjusted it with it. So in the beginning there would be sound, then the music is there, and then at the end there is sound, and in the beginning there is sound, then music, then again one sound is there, means the recording is there. So this is how you can merge multiple times, multiple audio portions in one file. Okay, fine. Now we go to the next options given in the book. Multiple tracks in a project. You can record or import multiple tracks in a single project in Audacity. This helps you combine more than one audio file, and you can also adjust the volume of each track individually. Open the project you have already recorded a track. To record a second track, click the record button. Notice that the new record will automatically be created and recording will start from the beginning. You can hear the previous recording as you are recording in the second track. Now what would happen? Okay, how we could do this thing? Let's suppose if I save this file, I've saved this file, save project as, with the name of recording 1. Okay. ठीक है. Now I'm going to close this file. So what do I have to do? I will import the audio file. I will go to the option import. Acha, since the file is not, in the right now, the file that we have got is basically in the AUP format. I had told you that .aup is actually the audio Audacity project file. So when it is an Audacity project file, so it is in the import options, it is not showing. So, but if you go to the over here, just like if I want to go to the Audacity recording one, so it is not being imported. So what will I have to do? I have to do this recording. I will have to save it by the export option in the mp3 format. You will have to save it in the mp3 format because right now it is a .aup option. .aup means k dot audacity project file is there. So now I'm going to save it with the mp3 extension. When I will click on it, so it will be saved as mp3 extension. Now I'm closing this file. Now if I go to the import option, if I go to the import option and if I want to have that particular file of the recording one, so now you will see that this is coming as a file which is basically a mp3 file. Now this is basically an mp3 file. अच्छा जी. Now, if we go through the questions, because in the next class, I am going to assign the question and answers to you as well. So, what kind of questions are there? Although some topics are still left, which we are going to cover, inshallah, in the next class. But before going towards those topics, we have to see